After a 3-year rough patch, Paycom Center in Oklahoma City is once again home to one of the best teams in the NBA. The Thunder, the #1 seed in the West last year, and one of 3 remaining undefeated teams this year, welcome phenom Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby and Chet Holmgren represent a big part of the NBA's future, and they meet for the 4th time in their young careers tonight. Spurs come in with a 1-2 record. Oklahoma City at 3-0. Each win by 15 points or more.
Greg Popovich has seen enough. They've got to take care of the basketball. OKC gets the crowd into a defense, leading to offense.
Welcome back to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. Dave Pasch, Tim Legler, Katie George in Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren off Wembanyama looks a little frustrated they didn't get him the ball there. 26-19. Thunder with a 7-point lead, trying to get to 4-0 for the first time since 2017.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And in part by Lincoln.
Smaller guy on him, but the weak side help came. They didn't see it. And again, the turnover leading to easy offense. Chet Holmgren running the floor like a deer, and Victor Wembanyama in the backcourt couldn't get there in time. Thunder converting.
For their next NBA Friday doubleheader, Orlando and Cleveland at 7. Denver, Minnesota to follow. NBA countdown starts at all. At 6:30, the Cavaliers 5-0. Along with the Thunder, the only 2 unbeaten teams left. That's it.
Now, Oklahoma City is one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the league a year ago. Struggled to start this year, but they're feeling it in the first half tonight.
Spurs back within 10. Tonight's star matchup brought to you by Icy Hot. Holmgren and Wembanyama met 3 times last year, 2-1 in favor of Holmgren. Here are their numbers tonight. What are you seeing from Wembanyama's side of things?
I think a lot of Victor Wembanyama's problems have been the lack of spacing and lack of ball reversals, lack of him involved in back screen action against his man to roll him into the post a little easier. Him coming up the floor and just wrestling with players, trying to get position in the post and then getting swarmed by 3 guys when it goes in. He's bottled up right now. Chet, more offense, more free-flowing, better spacing for him on his end of the floor offensively.
Meanwhile, Chet Holmgren out-dueling Victor Wembanyama in the first half with 15 points. Malika, Janae, Kirk, Richard will talk about what they saw from Chet. Wembanyama will also relive that great first game of our NBA Wednesday doubleheader on the Hyundai Halftime Report coming up. Oklahoma City Thunder looking for their first 4-0 start in 8 years, up 15 over San Antonio at halftime. First half stats brought to you by Chewy, the comparison of the 2 young bigs, part of the future of the NBA. Chet Holmgren, phenomenal. 15 points, 2 blocks. Victor Wembanyama, just 1 basket, 0 for 3 from 3. All right, let's see who's enjoying the limelight, brought to you by Corona Extra.
And one of the more intriguing matchups we have in this league, particularly with young players. It's been one-sided so far in this half. You saw Chet Holmgren, first possession of the game. Multiple defensive plays at the rim. And really, I think this sums it up. Lack of opportunities for Wembanyama. You see the physicality. There's an extra edge, definitely, that exists between these 2 players. But Victor Wembanyama just hasn't gotten it going whatsoever. Chet, on the other hand, has had some space to knock down some threes. Big half across the board for Chet Holmgren. Let's see if Victor can get it going.
Let's check in with
into points better than the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The threes are falling tonight. The Thunder ruling the court, brought to you by Burger King.
We knew it was a matter of time. They certainly haven't gotten out of the gate shooting the three the way they did a year ago, but that all changed tonight. 8 different guys have made threes in this game, and you can see these are really clean looks. OKC known for their ball movement, and when you've got this kind of ball movement and guys walking into wide open looks, you're going to have a plus 30 night at the three-point line, which is exactly where they sit right now.
The Johnson shaken up for San Antonio, gets helped up. Timeout Spurs.
Yeah, loose ball, tough break for San Antonio just when they get rolling offensively. Look at the activity on the part of the Thunder, and again, the turnovers lead to Shea's easiest bucket of the night.
Not much offense the last couple minutes, but Oklahoma City scored the final 5 points of the third. Holmgren with 17 to lead the way for the Thunder. Dort 17 as well. For a star-studded NBA doubleheader, Steph and the Warriors against Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Boston lost tonight to Indiana in overtime earlier on ESPN. And then will Paul George return and play against his former team, the Clippers? He's still out. Timeout, San Antonio.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. Last year, Victor Wembanyama had under 10 points just 3 times. His season low last year was 7. He has 6 tonight. No shot attempts, 2 rebounds in the second half.
Involved.
Brought to you by Subway.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren was really the story in this game early. Modest shot volume, but the impact has been there. You saw the rim protection early, running the floor, getting into his bag a little bit off the dribble, and then stepping into some open threes. Didn't really do a whole lot offensively in the second half, but this round goes to Chet Holmgren in terms of this heavyweight fight that we're going to be talking about for years to come with Victor Wembanyama.
A doubleheader, Orlando-Cleveland at 7 o'clock. The Cavs, like the Thunder, undefeated. They're the only 2 unbeatens left. Cleveland 5-0. Denver against Minnesota. NBA Countdown starts us off at 6:30 Eastern Time.
I take weeks to get a button sewn back on my dress shirt. They got Betsy Ross sitting over there. How did they get that stitching done that quickly? They swapped out jerseys.
Cleveland, the Celtics go down. Bad Beats, Leftovers edition, and much more coming up. Sports Center with SVP. Final score, Oklahoma City 105, San Antonio 93. For Tim Leckler, Katie George, Dave Pash saying so long from OKC. Off we go to Sports Center.